Well, I am very excited. I've been thinking about this from the time I made the phone call and booked these two guests from Living Dayton. These kids are so good at what they do. So you're going to meet half of the team right now. Please make welcome from WDTN Living Dayton, Zach Fitz, everybody. Let's hear it for Zach. Hey, oh. What do you think, Zach? Are they good or what?
Oh my gosh, it sounds
You
fantastic.
After I booked you guys, I told Robin, I said, you find the best damn band out there, and look what she did.
And she delivered.
That's right.
She most certainly did.
I mean, God, that bus back there's longer than our building.
It was a pretty impressive bus. Yeah, as we were
very
pulling
nice
in, we
looking.
weren't sure where to park because it was so massive.
Huge.
Taking
and
up half the
it's
parking
a beautiful
spots.
bus, man. So glad to have you here because I watch you guys, and you know, as I was saying earlier, it's not an easy job because you have all these people to talk to 5 days a week. You have to kind of read the script and memorize, in some cases, what they're there promoting, and you make it look easy because I watch you.
You know, that's because the guests are so great, and we genuinely enjoy what we do. And, you know, that's what makes it so fun because Katie and myself, we both grew up here in the area. So it's like we're familiar with everything we're talking about. And it's the first time in the show's history where both hosts have been from Dayton. So I think that's what viewers find so receptive right now is that we're both from the area and we genuinely have an interest in everything that our guests are saying because, you know, we were born and raised here. A lot of the stuff that they're talking about, we grew up doing.
You know about it.
And the thing that's great is, you know, we say this all the time, Dayton has so many hidden gems that you don't really know are out there. And that's what this show is all about, really exploring all those places that you never knew existed right here in our own backyard.
And so that's the thing about this business, and you know this, especially when you're in radio and TV, that you have to move around to advance and oh, you do this, you go to this bigger market, maybe you come back. I am so happy the two Dayton people, they made the right decision. God bless Denise, don't we love Denise, made the right decision and have you two as the host of the show.
It really is cool. You know, I knew that actually I was an intern at WDTN. That's where I started. That's where I got my foot in the door. And I remember when Living Dayton was just more of a concept. It was an idea. And I remember my boss at the time telling me the kind of format it would be. And I remember thinking to myself, that's the show that I'm going to be on one day. You know, let me go ahead and put in my time at different TV stations. You know, I worked in Lima after college, after that Toledo, then down Cincinnati. And I was just so grateful when I finally got the call that there was a host opening for the show that I put on my bucket list. I'm going to host that one day, and here I am.
Where did you work in Cincinnati?
I was at WCPO. It was the ABC affiliate there. I was a morning reporter.
So you were CPO, and that's where one of the people from 2 went down to CPO.
Jordan Burgess.
Jordan Burgess.
He's like, you know what? Actually, when I was an intern, I interned under Jordan Burgess.
Really?
I did. It's funny how things come. And here's what's funny. When he came to WCPO, he trained under me.
Wow.
So that's kind of a little switcheroo.
Working in the area, like you mentioned, that is so fantastic that you get to stay home. Your family's close by, and I'm sure Katie's family is close by, and that's impossible. I can't imagine being away from my family just to work in radio and TV to better myself without being with my family. Family's everything. Like Garth Brooks, that's why he quit touring. He wanted to raise his family.
It's been a really cool transition as well. You know, when I was in Cincinnati, my family, my parents live in the Springboro area, so they actually got both Dayton and Cincinnati channels.
Yeah.
So they were able to watch, you know, when I was down in Cincinnati. And it's a cool feeling, you know, when you're working in television, just to, you know, have either family or friends be able to say, oh yeah, I caught that story you did the other day. It's a really cool feeling. What I love about our show is like some of our guests, we went to school together, you know, we used to live down the street from each other. And it's a really cool feeling to really have that connection to, you know, some of your audience and your guests.
When you were a kid, did you knew television was your thing, or would it have been radio?
So, you know, I wanted to be in a rock and roll band.
Oh, yeah,
but my dad was like, Zach, you got to quit wearing skinny jeans and get a real job. I still wear skinny jeans to this day, but you know, here I'm working in television. It's funny that you bring up David Muir. He's probably my go-to, like, career idol.
Yeah, he's. I was born and raised a million years before you were born. Started with radio, and I fell in love with that. Then that picture tube come out, and when I watched Bob Braun and I watched Ruth Lyons and Midwestern Hayride, I said I knew I had to be in TV. Got out of high school, went right Channel 2 and got a job.
That's how it happened, huh?
It's the greatest thing in the world. When you're doing what you love, you know what they say?
What's that?
Zach, when you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. If you
That's
love
very true.
what you're doing. And I can tell you two enjoy what you're doing.
It's very fun. I mean, both Katie and I, we get along so very well to where we're genuinely having fun every single day. Like if we're coming back from a commercial break and you see us, like we're laughing uncontrollably because we probably were saying something that we just thought was incredibly immature and funny. And like that's what, as I said earlier, what works for our show is because we're both from Dayton. We are very similar.
Makes a big difference.
To where it really, it really attracts the viewers, and it works.
Hometown people, you can't beat
Hometown
it.
people.
And did you go to college? When you went to college, where did you study?
So I went to the University of Dayton.
did-
Like
you
I've
did?
always been in my Dayton little bubble.
did, yeah.
Yeah. So like I actually went to Chaminade Julienne. So high school, hop, skipping away, jump away from UD. Electronic media communications. So it was back in that area where, teachers were trying to make you as broad of a journalist as possible. The whole one-man band idea, where you can shoot, edit, and write all your stories.
Do
so
it-
that's
do
what
it
I,
all.
studied.
Well, you guys are great at what you do.
Thank you. It's really
And it
appreciated.
shows that you're a hometown boy, but you've got all the professionalism of network. Did you hear what I just said? God, am I good or what? A hometown
Smooth.
boy with all the toys of network TV.
That's right.
You guys agree? Come on, let's hear it.
So are you saying I have what it takes to be a David Muir one day?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is that what you're saying? Okay. I just want to
In
make sure.
fact, you could be brothers.
Oh, you think so? Is it the hair swoop?
Reynolds, I say, you need a facelift. I see a guy's going to take your job, mister.
Oh, you're too kind.
Hey, we're so great shape.
Hey, it's a pleasure being on the show.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. And we're going to talk to the other half in just a few minutes.